Have you ever felt like solo queue is a very unrewarding, miserable and depressing place? What if I tell you that after watching this video, you will have a lot of success playing solo queue? Not only you will find it fun and interesting, but you would want to play it more. The biggest problem in the solo queue for me personally was the fact that my team was underperforming, placing me in situations and scenarios where I would have to absolutely take the full responsibility and solo carry the games for them. And let me tell you, my fragile ego couldn't take it. Every single lost fight where I would try my absolute hardest and fail would knock me down to the ground. My mental would be as low as possible, and as a result I would just go in an easy route and find myself Diamond 1 plus teammates so we can dominate ranked. And after some time like this, I realized that I am not playing solo ranked to get results. I am playing solo ranked to improve my mechanics. You see, when you are going for solo ranked, you quickly realize that there is no mommy and daddy to protect you from all the monsters under your bed. There is no teacher, a sensei, that could fix the mistakes that you are doing. There are no better, more experienced players to tell you what you are doing wrong, and you are 1 versus 1 against your demons. Even if there is no skill-based matchmaking, the games become so much more harder simply because there are elements of unpredictability. You don't have any information, your teammates are not working towards the same goal as you, and you have to rely only on yourself. And this is absolutely wonderful. So I decided to experiment with this feeling, and the results shocked me. I decided to not pay attention to anything but my own performance. If I am playing light, for example, and I'm trying to learn the fundamentals, I'm trying to improve my mechanical part of the class, I only have to look at my positioning, I only have to look at my utility usage, I only have to look at my spray patterns and the amount of ammo I hit and miss when it comes to killing enemies. And by doing so, I learned a very important lesson. As a light player, it is never my responsibility to be a hyper carry. It is never my responsibility to engage first. It is not my responsibility to give up my life so my teammates can thrive. It is actually quite the opposite. So when we talk about the practical side of the experiment, I stopped going in. I would set up on a high ground, I would scout, I would do my responsibilities, and if my teammates are dying, I am going to help them as much as I possibly can while staying absolutely safe. I would wait for my opponents to go away just to res my teammates so we can start over and over again. I feel like the biggest problem with people complaining about solo queue is that they absolutely cannot forgive their teammates for the mistakes they are making, and fundamentally they can't forgive themselves for the mistakes they are making. You are absolutely not perfect, no one is, so you want your golds and silver teammates to be as practical as possible, to make as many mistakes as possible. Because imagine a situation that you are a silver 3 guy with 50 hours in the game. Imagine what kind of a teammate you would want in a team. The guy that solo carries everything, the guy that goes in and 1v3s, or a person that pays attention to you, that helps you directly and indirectly, that reses you and tells you the direction that you need to look for. Every single time when we are about to approach the point where we would start the fight, I would constantly look for the best position to be as a light player, the best position to throw my glitch grenades, the best position to throw my frag grenades, the best position to poke, distract my enemies while being absolutely safe. So if my teammates die, I almost always have the chance to stay alive, wait for opponents to leave, grab their trophies and start all over again. One of the most important lessons I've learned by solo queuing is the fact that I absolutely have to get rid of my ego. I would never want to take an unfavorable 1 versus 1 and try to outskill my opponent, knowing that I'm mechanically superior, because fundamentally this is a very bad play as a result, because if you are the strongest player in your team, it is absolutely your responsibility fix positional and mechanical mistakes of your teammates while abusing positional and mechanical mistakes of your opponents. And how do you do that? You engage second, you distract, you poke, but never commit fully. It was very difficult for me personally, and I had to learn it the hard way. That's exactly why solo queue was such an hell on earth experience for me, because every single time I would join the game, I would expect my teammates to be Diamond 1+ level really good players with communications, but all I see are new players that are on their level, steadily learning the game and growing. I understand that they don't have the resources I have to play this game full time, they don't have motivation to do that, and thus it is again my responsibility to be a better teammate than them. Instead of fighting for nothing in the middle of nowhere and dying from a person that's using a SCAR, Lewis gun or a shotgun, I would go for a position of power when I understand that I can not only stay alive for as long as possible and be the last one standing on my team, but also can effectively help my team with it, whether it's gonna be a crane, a high ground, or any other place, when you can reliably throw your nades and poke enemies from far. Instead of trying to take ego duels, I would look at my teammates. I would ask myself, are they ready to fight with me, or am I fighting in a 1 versus 3 situation? Instead of stunning the first person I see, I would use my whole duration of invisibility to scout opponents and look for the perfect moment to strike. This is exactly how you become extraordinary on light, by going for the solo queue. So instead of looking at your performance from the minus 125 pain points, look at it by another game that you have learned something, another pattern that you remembered in your brain, because at the end of the day, your skill set is gonna be narrowed down by your instincts that you have repeated over and over again in similar situations. It is a very interesting phenomenon in life where when you stop caring about something, you see massive improvement really quick. So I highly advise you to absolutely forget about your rank, whether you silver, gold, platinum or diamond, and you are trying to climb that leaderboard. Instead, focus your attention on becoming the best version of yourself. Focus your attention of being really good at the role you are practicing. These advice are going to be applicable to pretty much every single role, whether you are playing heavy shotgun, heavy Lewis gun, medium with kill beam, medium with recon, light, or anything else you desire. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about these types of videos. See you in the next one. Take care.